Now children, as we were discussing in the right to freedom, which runs into Article 19 to 22, and let's recall that is the though all rights are important, I told you in the beginning, but this right is certainly special. Freedom has a entirely different kind of meaning for us Indians who suffered a lot during the British time period, and this comes with certain limitations. We'll be talking about limitations basically in this video, and I have already talked about them, but let me give you one example which maybe will make this limitation thing very clear. During this pandemic time, children, you saw when this lockdown was announced by our Prime Minister, then people were told to stay where they are for a certain time period. Nobody could take this right from them that they cannot move to one place to another. And did you see that government had to bow down? You cannot stop them. And this thing teaches you one more thing which is written in your book. I would suggest please open page 129. We'll go over there and I'll read it with you so that you understand this in totality. That states, we are on page 129. There are two columns in your books, so we are on the first column towards the end, last 2-3 lines. Please come on that, and I am reading this line, please go by it. The state from constitution restricts the state governments we are talking about. Children, you know this, you have read in previous classes, you will be reading in the coming chapters that our country has a federal system of government, two-way government, one in center, the other in state. So constitution, and there are several lists. You remember those 3 lists, union list, state list and concurrent list. So there is a division, proper division of on which matters state government will make rules, on which matters central government will make rules, and which are the matters which can be very important for any time for central government, then they have a right to make rule on it, though the matter can be of state government. State government always has upper hand, central government always has upper hand. So let's come back to the third last line of the first column of the page 129. The constitution restricts the state from enacting laws which could curtail these freedoms, but at the same time it doesn't mean that the state cannot make laws for the public good and for the protection of interest of trade and profession. In times of crisis, you are watching that. I would suggest children one thing, that do read newspapers on daily basis these days. Your civics lessons for your entire life are there spread right in front of you in the form of newspapers. It is very important, children, to know, to be aware of what is going on. Don't do it with critical thing in mind that this is not happening, that is not happening. It is not in your hands, but at the same time, are you adding to your knowledge? On daily basis, when you open the newspaper, then please try and understand that what is it which you never knew yesterday and you know today. You can do several things to help out people. By being critical, we don't get anything, but that doesn't mean that we should not criticize what is wrong. But sitting on and writing on your social media handles that this is not happening, that is not happening, it doesn't take you anywhere. It only increases negativity. If social media we need to depend on, then China we have defeated 1 week before only. So please don't indulge in those kinds of things. It's a complete waste of time. Have your opinion, be firm about your opinion, but do something about it. Only talking about it, being verbose about it doesn't take us anywhere. That has become another big problem these days. So states have constitution doesn't allow, rather restricts and doesn't allow, they are two different things, I'm sorry, but it restricts states to enact those laws but doesn't stop them. In times of crisis it can be done. Then we are on 129, second column, second paragraph. Similarly, the right to reside and settle in any part of India cannot go against the laws of a particular territory. So if I'll give you one example. Your Chhattisgarh area, Naxalite area, or let's talk about a peaceful area. We We talk about Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You know, you have read in geography that there are many tribes still there living over there. Or if we talk about northeastern regions, Garu Khasi Jaintia, you have read. So these people, you cannot decide, that today you will be going and people from the plains, they'll go and buy the tribal land and settle down over there and displace them. No. You might have right to reside and settle anywhere in India, but you have to go by the law of land, that particular territory I am talking about. Then we come to page 129, limitations, and under the heading limitations. First is emergency. Article 19 can be suspended during emergency. What is Article 19? Come back to page 129, first column. I read out 6 kinds of freedom for you. There are 3 kinds of emergencies which can be implemented in the country. One is political emergency, one is general emergency, and the third is financial emergency. We will be doing them in detail afterwards, but yes, in the due course you can always search on Google and find about these things. This is very important. General emergency has been implemented in India once. So Article 19, which gives you certain kinds of freedom, 6 points are given in the first column, page 129. Children, check them out. They remain suspended. Or in simple words, I can tell you, during emergency, you cannot go to Supreme Court with appellate jurisdiction that they are not giving us fundamental rights. This is not possible then. Not absolute. Fundamental rights have been given to you. They guarantee our freedom. But they are not absolute, means they can be taken away in case of public interest. They can be suspended for some time in case of public interest. Lockdown is what? This only. You were not allowed to move out from your house even when you had your fundamental rights with you. For the temporary time period, they were suspended. You understand this. Laws of Parliament. There are certain kind of laws, especially we talk about ESMA, children. Come to page 129, last paragraph, underline this. ESMA is written in bold abbreviation, and the full form is Essential Service Maintenance Act. Like electricity department decides to go on strike, and like we don't realize such kinds of things, but I'll give you one example. Any emergency operation had to take place in the hospital and they decide to go on strike, this. They have arrangements, but this cannot be allowed. In peak summers, water supply department decides, electricity department decides to go on strike, then they are not allowed. Then ESMA is implemented and it is declared that you cannot go on strike because forming association and unions is a right. Refer to Article 19. Go to point number 3. You can form associations and unions, but you will be allowed to go on strike to demand for your rights or not. That is in the hands of the government, and they are not becoming tyrants over here. It is in the public interest that they see that this happens. So they can put restrictions on people in case of general interest. Then we are on page 130, children. First paragraph, protection in respect of conviction for offences. Under Article 20, I am reading, please pay attention. The following protections are available to a citizen. Against greater penalty than what is prescribed under the law is prohibited. Nobody can ask you for more than that. No one can be punished or prosecuted for the same offence twice. Third, a person cannot be compelled to be a witness in the case where he himself is accused to the offence. Many times you might have heard that these people come out in the court and they say in front of the judges, I didn't do this. So police will say, yes, you accepted your crime, you signed on your, in many movies also you have seen, you signed on your this acceptance letter, you accepted your crime. Then that person can say in front of judge, my lord is prohibited now. So this I did, your honor, I did this under the pressure. They were beating me, they forced me to sign it on the gunpoint. So this right they have. Protection of life and personal liberty, children, under Article 21, very important. this his life and liberty cannot be, any person cannot be deprived of his life and liberty except in accordance with the law. Everybody has right to live, children. Have you can you recall that when this Hindi films, they copied it from Hollywood movies though, that when police comes to arrest them or something and they ask for search warrant, they ask for the searching of his house, then he'll say, do you have search warrant, or can I call my lawyer? All these are his rights, they cannot be compelled to say anything. Then ordinary circumstances, under ordinary circumstances also, this person has to be right to be informed about his or her offense. You cannot arrest anybody without arrest warrant. You cannot arrest anybody. Any person who is arrested has to be presented in front of the magistrate within 24 hours of his arrest. They cannot keep him in police lockup for just like that, or they cannot send to jail directly. They will not decide. And the right to consult a lawyer, as I told you, all these things you have seen in movies. If you sit back and recall, you will be able to recall this ordinary circumstances very well. Do you have warrant to arrest me? Or police also sometimes play smart. They arrest on Friday, so that, or Saturday, Sunday is holiday, so they'll have time to prosecute these people or something like that. So in the next video, we'll be talking about more limitations. Thank you.